It's a banger every time. It's a banger every single time. What in the in vogue is going on over there?
Mind your business.
How am I mind my business when you my whole
Mind your
co-host?
business.
How what
I
you
mind
my
your
whole
business.
you are
Ah,
my
la, 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 la.
whole co-host. What is you need? You know what, people? I'm sick of them already. Anywho, welcome back to our Hill Nation. It is your boy with the most, with the host, your favorite two co-hosts this side of the Mississippi, as I am the captain of the Hooligan Express, one half of the North Carolina Tar Heel Live podcast. You know what? Y'all know my name, My McCray, Tornado McCray. Everybody knows it. But you're on this scour of the internet. And that right there on the other side of the aisle, introduce your name, introduce yourself to the people, because this may be their first time watching us.
Yo, what's good? What's happening? How you living? It's your boy, Ricebox26, aka Mr. Rice, aka is that guy. How you doing? So, welcome back to another UNC live podcast episode. We have a lot to talk about today. Well, we tend to have not a whole lot to talk about. We just make it a lot.
You say that, bro. You say we ain't got a lot to talk about. I feel like we always have a lot to talk about, or at least we take the subjects that we talk about and we go in depth all the way to the fullest extent of the law. Because you know that's what we do.
Fullest extent of the law.
To the fullest extent of the law.
What are you, a cop?
Nah, I ain't never. I eat bacon. I eat bacon. There's a difference.
Gross.
There. Oh! Don't act like you. Oh, so you don't eat bacon? You telling me that you ain't never ate a pork chop?
You strike me as bacon.
I strike you as what? A dark bacon eater? Is that turkey? Don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me. Do not disrespect me right now. Like I have put up with a lot of your shenanigans. I put up with a lot of your nonsense, but that right there is crossing the line, and you know that. That's just disrespect.
That's fair.
But man, we got a few things on the docket here on the list, and the first thing that I saw, man, I think you're gonna like looking at this list. I think a lot of people actually are. Is the ACC has ranked their quarterbacks first to last heading into 2025, and it is quite the list, man. Quite the list. You ready to see what this list shows? I seen a little bit of it.
I mean, I'm looking at it.
Oh,
I'm scrolling down. I'm going from the bottom. I'm going from the bottom up.
Bro.
I just went over to it. Like I ain't look at it till just now. So we all
we got to show the we got to show the peoples. We got to show the peoples. They got to see it too, because you know they're gonna be asking and be like, "What's the list look like?" And if we don't give them the list, they're gonna be mad. All right, y'all.
Look like a whole lot of reading if you don't like. If you're not one of those reading types, it's not a whole lot of pictures to it. It's just a list.
I mean, there's a few pictures here and there. There's a few pictures in there, but guys, so the Sporting News rate the quarterbacks first to last going into the season, and they start from the worst to the best, obviously. So we're gonna get into this list. I apologize. Best to worst. Y'all know what I meant.
So it goes from 1 to 10. So we'll start from the bottom. Let's start from 10 and go up.
It goes more than 10 though. It's the whole conference.
I apologize. Hold on 1 second. Let's go from 17 up.
I was about to say it's the whole conference. So, all right. So 17 up. All right.
17 up. Well, starting at number 17, we have Elijah Brown of Stanford.
Elijah Brown of Stanford enters 2025 season, lowest quarterback in the ACC. That's all they said.
I mean,
oh well, never mind.
I mean, now looking at it. So this is going to be his first year starting under Frank Reich, and Andrew Luck is his GM, but he just stayed in his freshman year last year. He 274, 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. So he ain't doing a whole lot, but we'll see when he has a bigger sample size. He's going to end up at 17 by the end of the season.
I'm about to say, ain't he just a sophomore? Is he a sophomore?
Yeah, this is sophomore year.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be too hard on him.
I'm saying it's a sophomore year.
He got time.
It's his first year as the full-time starter, so we'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't think by the end of the season his ranking will go up. Well, actually, we should keep a look at this just to see what the rankings look like by the end of the season. Or we'll do a mid-season. We'll do a mid-season.
Yeah, we'll do a mid-season. Okay. We'll make sure to save this list when it's all said and done, y'all. And we'll come back to this mid-season and then the end of the season. We'll see how everything
And number
looks.
16, we have Robbie Ashford of Wake Forest. Said former Auburn, South Carolina quarterback has finally departed the SEC and will start at Wake Forest. Has over three campaigns.
That man still stayed technically in the southeast of the U.S. Still stayed there.
He just changed conferences. He just went over the conference line. He said boasts about 2,000 career yards passing, 11 touchdowns, nine interceptions. So we'll see if that improves. I don't see that happening either. I see 16 and 17 probably staying the same by the end of the season. Let's see here.
Number 15. I'm gonna say Brown. I'm gonna say Brown beats about 15. You think Devin Brown out of Cali?
Out of Cal. Yet another career backup quarterback transferred to the ACC for a starting job. 3 seasons at Ohio State. Attempted 48 passes for 331, 3 TDs, and 1 interception. So far, he has the best TD to interception ratio. But out of the 3,
I mean, I don't blame him for
number 24 ranked quarterback when he was
getting out of there.
Recruiting. No, I don't either. Because once they choose a quarterback, they tend to stick with their quarterbacks. You don't tend to.
Dude, that's why Joe Burrow left there.
Yeah, unless they hurt, unless that guy gets hurt and you get that opportunity, that's all you got really. Let's see here. Number 14, Ricky Collins out of Syracuse. Ricky! First 2 seasons as a backup at LSU, transferred to Syracuse. And so basically he's gonna be his first year starting for Syracuse after Kyle McCord has left. Only has taken 7 snaps and passed for 38 yards.
Not gonna lie, that is a wild transfer to go from LSU
to Syracuse.
To whatchamacallit. Yeah, to Syracuse.
I mean, I look at it like this, because going from LSU, being a backup for 2 straight seasons, because Nussmeier's still there for another year.
True.
Might as well see what you can do somewhere else, especially with the starting quarterback just now going to the draft. Like after their big starting quarterbacks just left, there's a spot wide open. Might as well see what you can do.
Yeah, I'm just saying, LSU to Syracuse is wild.
It is. Number 13, we got Eli Holstein out of Pittsburgh. So he's just like NC State. CJ Bailey is returning for a sophomore season. His second season is QB1. So this will be his second time around. And to be the 13th quarterback on this list says a little bit. I won't say it says a lot, but it says enough. It's passed for 2,000 yards. Yeah, passed for over 2,200 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions last season. And Panthers won Holstein's first 7 starts, but lost their next 3 games he started. So he started off real strong, fell out kind of flat. Suffered a season left leg injury. So after being
that'll do it. That's probably why he's 13th, because if he probably finished out the season last year, he'd probably be starting higher here.
Yeah, he'd probably be a little higher because these numbers ain't bad. Because he had good numbers. Let's see here. Number 12, Max Johnson.
And there it is. And there it is. Because you know what? I already know somebody's feeling this.
Huh? Started quarterback over South Atlanta. His tab is a starting quarterback over Gio. Bill Belichick is yet to reveal whether Johnson or Lopez will start the season opener. Who's at his 3rd program, broke his leg in California season opener against Minnesota last year. In 5 seasons, 2 at LSU and 2 at Texas A&M and 1 at USC. Thrown for almost 6,000 yards, 47 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. So, I mean, the boy can throw.
If you have Max tabbed as the starting quarterback, I think this is slightly too low. And I think they're playing that injury he suffered last year into it. Now, if you had tabbed Gio here, if you said Gio's the starter and you're tabbing him for this, I can see that. But if you're tabbing Max as the starter, I think this is slightly too low. It's not too far off. Like I could see it be. I think
based off the injury, I think based off the injury, I think he's about where you would want to put him. based off the injury and based off the fact this is his fifth program. It's like this is his third program in his fifth season. So I don't know. We'll see. Like I'm fairly confident that Gio's probably going to end up starting the season opener just to see where Max is based off that first week or two.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I foresee Max seeing the field for TCU? Possibly. Like he still might be ready to play at TCU that week, and he still might see the field. But right now, I think Gio's the favorite to start that game just based off of that injury. Let's see here. Number 11, CJ Bailey out of North Carolina State. We'll definitely see. Fresh off a successful freshman campaign, is back for his second season as a starter. Last season went for 2,400 yards, 17 and 10, rushed for 279 and 5. Led back to a 6-7 with a 26-21 loss to East Carolina in the Go Bowling Military Bowl. Best performance in 2024 came in Wolfpack's 24-23 win over California, where he had 306 yards and 2 TDs.
So many bowls.
So basically what CJ Bailey is going to end up being is what we see a lot coming out of Louisville. There's a lot of dual threat type of quarterbacks. And you'll probably even see that a little bit more out of Cade Klubnik this year too.
Yeah, definitely you'll see that out of Cade. But Bailey, I'm gonna say this: if Bailey can keep at this trajectory, he's gonna be a problem by year 3, year 4.
Oh, definitely.
By like senior year,
his junior senior year, he's gonna be a problem. If he's continuing to put up numbers like this every season, oh yeah, he's gonna be a major headache.
All right, now we're in
number 10, Tommy Castellanos, Florida State. Wow. And I'm gonna be real with you. I like Tommy. I saw Tommy when he was at Boston College. I like Tommy. I like what he got going on. But the worry is, are we gonna have a DJ repeat with him? I don't think so, because I think Tommy's a smart quarterback.
Here's my thing. Tommy balled at Boston College. So definitely. I don't think he's gonna be a DJ 2.0 by any means. Because DJ, for all intents and purposes, let's be honest, didn't live up to the full hype that he should have while he was at Clemson. Wasn't trash. Wasn't Kelly Bryant levels of trash. I'll give him that. But he didn't live up to the full hype that he should have. Transferred out, did good when he transferred out, but then left that good situation to come back to the ACC just to
right. Now, my thing with DJ's problem was, to me, he should have stayed at Oregon State, where he fit the scheme, he fit the playbook, he fit the setup. I get that I think somebody had told me before, like the coach that was over there left Oregon State and went somewhere else. I would have said, if you were going to transfer it all,
go where that coach went. Or where that offensive coordinator, because whoever your offensive coordinator was, that's where you should have went.
That's where you should have went. Florida State was not it. Because with Florida State, they got hit with that. I feel like if Florida State would have played their players in that bowl game against Georgia, they probably wouldn't have had as bad of a season going into this past one. The reason why I say it is because the energy you ended the season on last year is the energy you brought into this past season. And at that point, like there was y'all didn't have anything to get over that, especially when y'all lost to Georgia State or Georgia Tech that first week. Oh, it was game over from there.
Yeah,
it was just downhill from there because like you were supposed to be doing this to prove to these other teams that you should have been in the playoff. Then you come in and lose to Georgia Tech week 1 against a team that has almost virtually no pass game whatsoever.
That loss week 1 hurt.
You got ran over the whole game. It was one of the craziest things I had seen Florida State do.
Because the thing about it was the whole premise of, okay, we can do this with any quarterback. Y'all lost Jordan. You brought in DJ, and after DJ had seemed like he had showed promise of what he could be, so it was like, oh, all right, bet y'all have another good quarterback. Nope. The whole team, and not even just a quarterback play. Whole team wet the bed. Not even just a QB play. Whole team wet the bed.
Come third quarter of that Tech game, we saw the DJ that everybody's been seeing for the last several years. Then on top of that, the blocking was atrocious. Overall, right. Pass blocking wise, it was atrocious. Now you had a couple of decent running lanes for a little while, but Georgia Tech got smart to that. Then when it came down to y'all's defense, you had more holes in the run game than I had ever seen. It was an abomination run game wise. So I mean, do I believe they'll turn it around a bit this season? I do. The
whole team wet the bed.
Wet the bed. It was unfortunate.
Whole team.
Number 9, Grayson James, Boston College.
Not his replacement is better.
Who took over for Boston College starting quarterback role from Castellanos on November 16th last season. So he actually took the role from him mid-season or late season.
That's why Tommy left. That's why Tommy left.
In the 3 games James started last season, he passed for 746 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Was 1-2 in games he started, including Boston, Nebraska, and the Pinstripe Bowl. He passed for almost 1,000 yards in 3 games.
He literally almost. Here's the thing: he passed for 250 in 3 games. He was 4 yards. Yeah, he was 4 yards short of passing for 250 exactly in 3 games.
He was about 251, and he was 251-0 for 3 games. Hey. Which at the end of the day, I couldn't ask for anything better out of a quarterback.
Especially if I'm just starting you in the last 3 games of the season, you give me 250 yards and 1 TD without an interception. Yeah. Hey, you did what I asked of you.
I couldn't ask you to do anything else. Now, when it comes to losing 1 and 2, more than likely your defense lost that for you in those 2 losses.
Defense lost it, or there may be some potential where he may not have seen certain reads. But then again, like you said, he's giving me 250 yards and he's just starting. I shouldn't ask a guy that I'm just throwing in with the last 3 games of the year, hey, yo, go give me 300 plus. I should not be asking a QB that.
Because at the end of looking at the numbers for 3 games for you just starting, you got us down the field. At least on some drives, at least you moved the ball and you didn't turn it over.
Yep.
At least not through the air. Now we don't know.
I don't know if he fumbled the ball. I don't know if he fumbled the ball.
How many times he got sacked? We don't know none of that. We don't know nothing else outside of what he actually did passing wise. But passing number wise, at least we know overall you make smart decisions with the ball. You don't turn the ball over. That's all we know.
Yep.
Which
number 8
can't be mad. Kyron Drones, Virginia Tech. Honestly, I like Kyron Jones too. I kind of like what he got going on too. He's another one of those dual threat kind of quarterbacks. I've only seen 1 or 2 games with Kyle, but it's like
I've seen a game with him, and I thought if he's the same quarterback, I'm pretty sure I watched last year or the year before. He should be a little bit higher, like maybe 1 spot higher.
Because now the year before was Tagovailoa. Was Tua's little brother the year before.
At VT? He says it's his 3rd year as a Hokie starting quarterback.
Was it?
So last year was the 2nd.
I think Tagovailoa was the NC State.
Yeah. Or something like that.
So yeah, no, 3rd season is his starting back. Yeah. So and he didn't play last year due to a back injury.
He didn't play the last 3 games.
Yeah, last 3 games of the season due to a back injury. Almost 3,700 yards, 28-10, and 1,100, almost 1,200 rushing yards and 11 on the ground. So yeah, he is what Bailey might end up being in the next 2 seasons.
More than likely.
So he's basically the goal if we're looking at what you want for development on Bailey. Number 7, sorry, Chandler Morris at Virginia.
You can't read? Dyslexia?
No, I went down and then went back up.
Chandler Morris, 6 and final season, 6 year, 4th program. Jesus Christ, man. Stay home.
5 seasons with Oklahoma. 5 seasons, 1 with Oklahoma, 3 with TCU, and 1 with North Texas.
I was about to say 5 seasons with Oklahoma, and now you leave would be wild.
Shoot, I'd have been wondering who has been on the field the last couple of years.
That would be wild.
Both 6,200 career passing yards, 47 and 17, coming off his best career with Mean Green in 24 with 30, almost 3,800, 31 and 12. That's nice. Like we were like, sure, everybody would love the interceptions to go down a little bit, but those are good numbers.
I mean, yeah,
because that's almost what every 3 passes is a touchdown.
Yeah, every 3
compared to interception.
So yeah, it's like 3 touchdowns to 1 interception just about every time. My thing is this: you threw for 3,000 yards, you threw for 4,000 yards. Almost in your one season, and in your one season in North Texas, but in your other 4 seasons, you only threw for only 2,000 yards.
I can almost guarantee you, with Oklahoma, I said he probably was this backup at Oklahoma. Started maybe 1 or 2 seasons at TCU, and then got benched for somebody else at TCU, and then that's
why I'm concerned with, because I see what you did as a starter at North Texas. Cool, I'll give you your credit. But what'd you do as a starter at TCU? Because I'm with you. Oklahoma, he was probably just backup, kind of like old boy that was on this list who was at Ohio State for all them years and just left. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, cool. You was a backup at Oklahoma, chalk that up. But you spent 3 years at TCU, so I know you at least had two of those years you were a starter. 2 of those years you were starting.
I'm gonna have to send his mama in on him because I ain't got time.
Uh-oh. Then number 6.
Darian Mensah out of Duke. One of the best freshman quarterback in the country last season at Tulane. Transferred from Tulane to Duke. Passed for 2,800 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Nice. Leading the Green Wave to an AAC championship game. So Duke had a clear vision for me that they set out. I like that. Manny Diaz is a defensive mind, just to have the perspective while filming. We try to watch tape 2 to 3 times a week and have an elite defensive perspective when it comes to knowing defenses. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Darian Mensah is going to be a problem.
I hope not. I hope he's not a problem until after he leaves that Duke ugly blue. That gaudy blue.
The main reason why I think he's going to be a problem is because he's opting on purpose to watch film 2 to 3 times a week. Now he's watching film multiple times a week with a coach that's a defensive mindset. So he's getting a perspective from the defensive end of things while improving his quarterback game. Oh, I don't like that.
All right. Top 5. Starting to wrap this up.
Moss, Louisville.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Your shoulder pads and your helmet look way too big on you in this photo.
Like those helmets look all kinds of crazy to me, bro. All the extra pads.
He genuinely looks like he just got the extras that were left over in the pad bin. You remember as a kid when everybody used to line up at the Y or whatever to go get your pads, and coaches would just be like, all right, what size are you? XL? All right, we found these pads for you. Here you go.
What is he doing?
Nephew moving around?
I have to go check on him here in a second. But Miller Moss, 2 years after dropping 372 passing yards and 6 touchdowns at Louisville, 2020 Holiday Bowl, Moss will spend his final year eligibility for Jeff Brom and the Cardinals. Only 372 passing yards, or 2 years after dropping. Okay, I was making sure. I was like, bro, come on.
Oh,
4 seasons in USC.
I was about to ask, how are you at 5 with only that?
How are you the starter? But no, okay. But like he transferred in He transferred in from USC. I remember him, and Miller Moss is pretty solid.
Okay.
So 4 seasons at USC, passed for 3,500 yards, 27-10. Played a lot of games, ton of experience. Had ups and downs, kind of like Tyler Show, kind of like Jack Plummer. But I think he's played against good football teams, and he's battle tested, and I think he's picked up what we've done to this point very well. So, yeah, no, Miller Moss was basically who the starter was until they replaced him with that freshman last year or the year before. So, yeah, no, he was supposed to be like that guy, and then the guy behind him was like, no, you can sit down.
Nah, I'm that guy. All right.
Yeah, number 4, Jennings, SMU.
Honestly, nothing needs to be said here. I definitely think he could be. Honestly, I think he could be 2 or 3, depending on who's up here.
Only got 13 all ACC though.
Klubnik would be. I was about to say, wait, he got 3rd team all ACC.
Yeah, Jennings was named 3rd team all ACC selection last year.
Wait, if Klubnik was 1, then who was 2?
We're gonna find out.
Oh Lord. Number 3, Carson Beck. I'm calling BS. I'm calling BS, dog. I'm calling.
That's funny.
How, Sway? How, Sway?
I mean,
bro.
Let's be honest. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you.
He got robbed.
I'm gonna be real with you. Yes, he had a mid at best season last season. Will not knock you for that at all. But if they're basing this off of potential alone and the fact that he's thrown for almost 8,000 yards in 2 seasons with 52 touchdowns and 18 interceptions,
shit.
And if they're still running that same style of offense that Miami ran with Cam Ward last year, if they got at least half a decent offensive line, I think he might be at 3. But we'll see.
Shoot.
Do I have a whole lot of hope for it? Not really, but I think
you give Cade Klubnik and Kevin Jennings that same Georgia team, I guarantee you they would have thrown for 8,000 almost 8,000 bands too.
Oh, absolutely not. Not last year they wouldn't have. Nope. Nope. And I'm basing that entirely off that receiving situation. The only person that was catching passes last year was Dang Lucky, was the tight end. That was the only dude catching passes last year. When I tell you Georgia had the most, the 2 years before that, great. Beck started the year before last year.
I'm just saying he played 4 seasons at Georgia.
He was a backup for 2 of them.
Okay, and then 2 of them seasons he had and threw for 8,000 yards. I'm pretty sure Kane and Jennings could throw that.
The year before. Now they would have threw for 4,000 the year before. Yes, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying the last 2 years. I'm talking about based off of last year alone. They wouldn't have hit 8,000 yards last year because Georgia had the most drop passes of any other college team in the nation last year. You know how I know? I watched it happen.
Why you watching? So you was watching Georgia while also watching Tar Heel games? Were you just bored?
Yes, but no. I'm going to be real with you. I'm even going to tell you this. Even during the playoffs, when they played Notre Dame,
yeah,
all them drop passes that they had in the Notre Dame game.
Hey, man. That Notre Dame defense, that Notre Dame secondary was nice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah.
that man will forever find a reason not to give Notre Dame a compliment.
Never in life. Number 2, Haynes King, Georgia Tech.
Who? I'm joking.
They gave Haynes King. No, I don't know if I could give him number 2.
Like I said, Kevin Jennings should have been here.
I even would have put Miller Moss up there. Or Darian Mensah up there. I'd have probably put them up there if I was going to talk about it. The only reason why I can't give Haynes, Yeah, first 2 seasons with Yellow Jackets passed for almost 5,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. It's the beginning of 2023. He's a 14-10 in games in Longview, Texas. It's 14-10. I'm not the one mainly focused on individual accolades or individual success. If your team's having success, stuff is going to come. I mean, I can't be mad at it. Yeah, he wins games. He's 14-10 in games that he's won and in games that he started in. He's won more games than he's lost.
He's won more than he's lost, but we know in college football, 500 only gets you a bowl game, if that.
14-10?
Barely 500?
He's over 500.
Barely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I'm saying getting barely 500 gets you.
I mean, it's only bowl games.
Not getting you much.
So I'm not gonna argue. No, it's definitely only bowl game caliber levels of wins, but oh no, he's at 700.
Oh, how that happen? What that at?
Just hold on. Out of 24 games. Hold on. I'm doing this wrong. Okay, no, he's just under 600. So, yeah, no, we're right. 600. I did it the wrong way. I did 10 over 14.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I did it the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
And, and number one, the obvious pick, Cade Klubnik out of Clemson. Because who can argue?
Bro, if you didn't think Cade Klubnik was number one here, you're just kidding yourself.
If you weren't expecting him to be number one here, then you clearly haven't watched Clemson pull out games that they shouldn't have won. Thanks to Cade.
I ain't gonna lie, Cade definitely balled out, but Clemson's definitely lucky in some games, bro.
Clemson over the last.
Cade had to put on
over the last 2 seasons. Over the last 2 seasons, Clemson has not been the same Clemson people come to expect. But every season so far, they've pulled it off. They've pulled off ACC championship appearances. They pulled off winning records. They've done what they've got to do. Can't be mad at it.
Yeah. But man, that's a whole list. We spent a good amount of time on that list.